Okay, you guys, this is our last YouTube day. We'll go back to normal and I'll see you soon and it'll be fun to see you guys again. So we're doing multiplication with the addition or subtraction method. And as you saw in a little tiny clip of a YouTube, how to do this. It really is using the addition and subtraction method, but first you do multiplication. And so if you look at my two lines in this system, none of the variables are opposite, so none of them can cancel each other out. But it would be pretty easy to multiply this first one and make it so that there's an opposite. And if I multiply the first one by 2, watch what happens. 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 2y is 2y. And don't forget this last guy, 2 times 8 is 16. Now you look at these. Those two terms are going to cancel each other out, which is what we want. So 4x plus 3x is 7x. These guys cancel each other out. And 16 plus 5 is 21. Now I can solve for x, and I get x is 3. That's part of my answer. X is 3. Okay, now I'm going to take that 3 and clean this up for you guys. I'm going to take the 3 and pop the 3 into, well, where the x is. I'm going to choose this one. And pop 3 where the x is. And 2 times 3 is 6. Get y alone by subtracting 6. And y equals 2. 2. Okay, that wasn't that bad. If you were paying attention yesterday and you knew how to do addition and subtraction, this one's not going to be too much more difficult. Let's try another one. Okay, now this one, I could either multiply this line by 3, negative 3, to get a positive 3q right here, so these guys could cancel out, or I could multiply this by negative 2, so I'd have negative 4 down here, and these would cancel out, and I think that sounds easier. So I'm going to multiply this by negative 2. And negative 2 times 2p is negative 4p. And negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6q. And negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. And then I add my two equations, and these cancel out. See that? Cancel out. These, negative 1 and positive 6 is positive 5q's. And 6 and negative 16, as the famous MC Santi says, same signs add, different signs subtract. Same sign, keep the sign, different, keep the larger. Look out, MC Santi. Okay, so different signs subtract. 16 minus 6 is 10. Keep the sign of the larger negative. And to get q alone, divide by 5, and q equals negative 2. Okay, that's part of my answer now. P comes before q, so q goes in my second spot. Okay, now let's find p, and the way I find p is by putting negative 2 in for q into either one of those equations. I'm going to clean this up so I can decide. I think I want to put my q into that first one. 4p minus q is negative 2. See that negative, negative? Remember our dance moves. 4p plus 2 equals 6. Subtract the 2. 4p equals 4. Oh, well, fast like lightning here. P equals 1. P equals 1. Equals 1. And you can pop it back in there and check and make sure. Because you know what? I'm not even sure that I'm doing this right. Hopefully I did. Pretty sure I did. All right, let's look at the next page. Last one. Okay, now my two choices are to either get both of these to be a common number, which would be 15. Yeah, one would have to be positive 15 and one would be negative 15. Okay. Or I can make both of those into 4s. That's way easier. If I multiply this line by negative 2, well, that's kind of like what I just did. Then I would get negative 10p, negative 4q, and negative 32. Aha! Same signs add, different signs subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. Different signs keep the sign of the larger, negative. These guys cancel out. And 4 and negative 32, different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the larger, negative. Let's get that P alone. P equals some kind of 4, positive 4. So P is 4. And P comes before Q. So 4 right there. Now, to find Q, I take one of the original equations and put 4 in where the P is. I'm going to use the top one and put 4 where the P is. Okay. I put 4 where the P is, and 12 plus 4Q equals 4. Texas Chainsaw, gotta get Q alone. Okay. 4Q equals, subtract, 12 minus 4 is 8, keep the sign of the larger, which was negative, Q alone, Q is negative 2, Q is negative 2, and that should be all. I will see you guys on Monday. Oh. If you were good cooperative kids, the sub can decide to offer you a piece of candy right now. They're in the lower right drawer of my desk in a basket.